as it is written. And therefore, the scripture again speaks concerning our ears, that God has circumcised them together with our heart. For thus saith the Lord by the holy prophets, by the hearing of the ear they obeyed me. And again, they who are far off shall hear and understand what things I have done. And again, circumcise your heart, saith the Lord. And again he saith, Hear, O Israel, for thus saith the Lord thy God. And again, the Spirit of God prophesieth, saying, Who is there that would live forever? Let him hear the voice of my Son. And again, Hear, O heaven, and give ear, O earth, because the Lord has spoken these things for a witness. And again he saith, Hear the word of the Lord, ye princes of the people. And again, hear, O children, the voice of the one crying in the wilderness. Wherefore he has circumcised our ears, that we should hear his word and believe. But as for that circumcision in which the Jews trust, it is abolished. For the circumcision of which God spake was not of the flesh, but they have transgressed his commands, because the evil one hath deceived them. For thus God bespeaks them. Thus saith the Lord your God, Here I find the new law. Sow not among thorns, but circumcise yourselves to the Lord your God. And what doth he mean by this saying, Hearken unto your Lord? And again he saith, Circumcise the hardness of your hearts, and harden not your neck. And again, behold, saith the Lord, all the nations are circumcised. They have not lost their foreskin, but this people is uncircumcised in heart. But you will say the Jews were circumcised for a sign. And so are all the Syrians and Arabians and all the idolatrous priests. But are they therefore of the covenant of Israel? And even the Egyptians themselves are circumcised. Understand therefore, children, these things more fully, that Abraham, who was the first that brought in circumcision, looking forward in the spirit to Yeshua, circumcised, having received the mystery of the three letters. For the scripture says that Abraham circumcised 318 men of his house. But what therefore was the mystery that was made known unto him? Mark, first the 18, and next the 300, for the numeral letter of 10 and 8, IH, and these denote Yeshua. And because the stake was that by which we were to find grace, therefore he adds 300, the note of which is T, the figure of his stake. Wherefore by two letters he signified Yeshua, and by the third his stake. He who has put the engrafted gift of his doctrine within us knows that I never taught to any one a more certain truth, but I trust that ye are worthy of it. But why did Moses say, Ye shall not eat of the swine, neither the eagle, nor the hawk, nor the crow, nor any fish that has not a scallop on him? Answer, that in the spiritual sense, he comprehended three doctrines that were to be gathered from thence. Besides, which he says to them in the book of Deuteronomy, and I will give my statutes unto this people. Wherefore it is not the command of God that they should not eat these things, but Moses in the Spirit spake unto them. Now the sow he forbade them to eat, meaning thus much, thou shalt not join thyself to such persons as are like unto swine, who whilst they live in pleasure, who while they live in pleasure, forget their God. But when anyone pinches them, then they know the Lord. And as the sow, when she is full, knows her master, but when she is hungry, she makes a noise, and being again fed, is silent. Neither say he, shalt thou eat the eagle, nor the hawk, nor the kite, nor the crow. That is, thou shalt not keep company with such kind of men as know not how by their labor and sweat to get themselves food, but injuriously ravish away the things of others, and watch how to lay snares for them, when at the same time they appear to live in perfect innocence. So these birds alone seek not food for themselves, but sitting idle. Shalakia, forgive me. Sitting idle seek how they may eat of the flesh others have provided, being destructive through their wickedness. Neither, say he, shalt thou eat the lamprey, nor the polypus, nor the cuttlefish. That is, thou shalt not be like such men, by using to converse with them, who are altogether wicked and adjudged to death. For so those fishes are alone accursed and wallow in the mire, nor swim as other fishes, but tumble in the dirt at the bottom of the deep. But he adds, neither shalt thou eat of the hare. To what end? To signify this to us. Thou shalt not be an adulterer, nor liken thyself to such person. For the hare every year multiplies the places of its conception, and so many years as it lived, so many it has. Neither shalt thou eat of the hyena. That is, again, be not an adulterer, nor a corrupter of others, neither be like to such. And wherefore so? Because that creature every year changes its kind, and it's sometimes male and sometimes female. For which cause also he justly hated the weasel, to the end that they should not be like such person, who with their mouths commit wickedness by reasons of their uncleanness, nor join themselves with those impure women, who with their mouths commit wickedness, because that animal conceives with its mouth. Moses, therefore, speaking as concerning meats, delivered indeed three great precepts to them in the spiritual signification of those commands. But they, according to the desires of the flesh, understood him as if he had only meant it for meats, like you, teaching on dietary laws and things of that nature. But as it is written, The covenant that I made with their fathers, not, or should I say, not like the covenant that I made with their fathers when I led them out of Egypt. So that would be your fringes and all of your prideful outward appearances of righteousness as you try to stand before the Father in your own righteousness, seeing that his son was not good enough. So you do away with the New Testament and saying that man wrote them. Same men that signed your diplomas and your degrees and your checks. Hypocrisy is what I see. So, you want more on your misinterpretation and why the Ezekiel 34 shall be made manifest, and you who have not proven yourself to be worthy of being priests unto my Father shall see great destruction. So, Deuteronomy 12, defend yourself with that one. Then, if this isn't enough, if this isn't enough, then defend yourself with Deuteronomy 12. Then let's see you do that one. But the people, these so-called alleged leaders and self-appointed elders and bishops and all of these idolatrous names that they give themselves to seem great. Has not today a greater line has shined forth, making what you first showed to everyone as a light, now darkness. So, know that the Malachi 4:5 is fulfilled. Know that the Deuteronomy 18:18 is fulfilled. The Deuteronomy rabbah 3:17 is fulfilled. The Isaiah 49 is fulfilled. Oh, I could go on for days and days, and many of these precepts you still wouldn't understand. Probably because they come from books that you've rejected. Again, showing up in your own righteousness. But we're going to move forward into some deeper and deeper things. Remember, honor thy father and thy mother, the commandments and the law. Proverbs 6:20. Love, Elias.